Hey guys, if you watch this show, you know I spend most of my time scouring the day's football news market for the finest and most topical Texas barbecue analogies. I'll combine the smoky flavors of a parky brisket with a tangy kick of a Mullen hot sauce, then delicately cook it all in a slow cooker before hand spatulating it into a bed of Palmer cornbread to create the football analysis that we like to call this show. But sometimes, just sometimes, I'll wake up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat, snug in my Wrexham pajamas singing Emoji, only to find a Matchday program for Wrexham AFC. And what do I see? A clash against Birmingham City FC. Now, that's a matchup that's as sweet as caramel apple, as nutty as a bag of peanuts, and as exciting as a dragon breathing fire. So let's dive into this delicious, unexpected treat of a Monday night match and see if Wrexham can score a goal that's sweeter than a honeydew melon in the Georgia sun. This is Teach Me How to Wrexham. Cue the music. This just in. I suck. And in other news, we've got...
my bulletin said Rand's a dork. That's funny. Different networks.
Adorkable. Well, thank you for everybody joining us today. We are joined by the wonderful SarahJane, the S-Janey in my eye. And to the right or left, depending on how this is edited, is Simon, the Thunder from Down Under, the all-male review, the full Monty, if you will. And I'm Rand. Just so you guys know, this is Teach Me How to Wrexham. What we do here is look over kind of, the latest news and find accoutrement twice in 2 weeks back to back. I use that term. That is Wrexham AFC in the city. We take this beginner standpoint and kind of break down some of the smaller terminology or concepts that you pros out there might get bogged down with by our juvenile questions. Today we're going to be covering such things as a table review, a little Crest and Badge, a little etom that I assume fully means etymology. We'll talk a little bit about the team we're facing or teams that we're facing, their town, maybe some interests. We might massacre some mascots, or if we don't, we might just call it war. All's fair in love, and possibly some random ramble towards the end of it.
Not the bit that we just had.
Yeah. SJ, how am I doing with my Mad Libs? Putting random verbs, nouns into this.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Well, we've got to start off with... Oh, thank you.
E for effort.
I should stop now, if it's going that good. We do have to talk about something that just happened wonderfully in our lives. There were some tractor boys whose tractors stopped working. How are you guys recovering from being on cloud nine over the weekend?
I mean, it was pretty sweet. It was pretty nice. Yeah, I'm loving it.
Oof, McDonald's. That's another $5 we earned.
It was worst match. It was the worst match I've ever seen. Thank you, iFollow. Or the worst match I've never seen. Thank you, iFollow. And thank you, Rand, for what happened. And it was the best match because we just put them to the sword, didn't we? They're going down. It's life is good. My team won Friday night in the AFL, Hawthorn, and my team, Wrexham, won Saturday night, but I only saw half of it.
Ooh, and you bring up a good point. Yeah, congratulations, Hawthorn. Making your boys do good and show well. That's the true love of your life.
Just a quick shout out to my little sister. Ha ha, Carlton.
Ooh. Is the Meg not a fan of Hawthorn?
No, she's a Carlton supporter, and they got beat with one of the most embarrassing performances in the first half that you could possibly present in a final match.
Wow.
So they're out for the year. So she only has Wrexham to look forward to from now on.
Hey, that's a good one to have in the corner. Yeah,
and that more than compensates.
She's trying to bribe me with Tim Tams. She tried to bribe me with Tim Tams to join the Blues. I was like, I can't even keep
what are Tim
one
Tams?
team.
Yummy little chocolate biscuits. They are Australia, and they're like a wafer wrapped in chocolate, and they're an oblong. And the idea is you nibble off two opposite corners and then stick it in red wine and suck the red wine through it.
Wow.
And if you're not that way, you maybe a coffee or a tea, but red wine.
Yeah. What else did you do on your first
That
date?
sounds like a liquor store.
Yeah, so it's and they come now in dark chocolate milk, any flavored chocolate and blah blah. But yeah, wafers with chocolate around it, and they're one of our native biscuits, and there will be plenty coming to Wrexham in a month. 4 weeks tomorrow. 4 weeks tomorrow. Filming day today. 4 weeks.
What date do you issue out Tam Tams?
Tim Tams.
Is that Tim Tams? Is that week 2?
Not Tampa. We get into Wrexham. I think it's the 24th.
No. What date? Like if you're dating someone, you take them out to the initial date. Okay. Where are you at? Where you bust out the Tim Tams, you eat the head and the ass off, and then you suck through its human centipede-like
That's definitely
body.
date 3.
Yeah, because that's at home. So you're taking them back to your place and you're a bit classy. So it's got to be at least second, third date. I would have thought.
Oof.
Depends how quick you move, and depends how much stalking time you put in beforehand.
So young people that are out there know that on the second or third date, even when you're in your teens, 12, 13, whatever it is, bring them back to your place for some Tim Tams. Because this is the appropriate talk that we're going to be issuing out for another 20 to 30 minutes, and then the free-for-all happens because we know nobody's listening or watching. Cryptic, we do have to get back to your corner from last week, and you left us with a heater. You left us with something that I thought I solved instantly, and I got to find out how right I was or how wrong I was. Again, for the people playing at home, Cryptic issues out towards the end of the episode. Cryptik's Corner, it's a cryptic clue. Inside of it is not a direct translation or the Better Eat Your Ovaltine decoder ring. This is the words combined, the spaces, the punctuation, all of that could lead to the clue. Last week we had... Oh no! And you're going to make me remember it off the top of my head again, aren't you?
And SJ will put it up here.
So cheesecloth, off south, comma, lost in star.
Out
was that correct?
South or off? Was it off or out? I don't think
I thought it was off south, but
it
maybe it's
doesn't
out.
make too much of a difference. But
okay.
So what's it? So but that's the gist. So cheesecloth, off south, lost in star. So
before I solve it. Yeah, before I solve it, SJ, do you have a guess? Because when we talked last week, I was pretty sure I haven't changed my answer. I'm still sticking with what I had last week. So, do you have a guess, SJ?
So, the cheesecloth, the only thing I can think of is I don't know if is it like Muslim cloth?
Right.
Not Muslim. Not Muslim.
No, but yes, you're going into the right exact direction. You're going into the right direction.
But I think it's Mullen something, but that is only on,
Can
I tell you why?
Forget the summit.
No, wait. I just have a weird intuition of I am looking at letters and words, but somehow I think it's supposed to be Mullen something, and I don't know why.
Okay, so I agree with you. The off south or out south is dropping the S in muslin. And so now you have Mullen.
Oh. Nah.
Okay. The Lost in Star, I assume, is to the North Star Polaris. No?
No. Lost in. What's the symbol for lost or lose? Did you win or you lost? You get a W or you get an L?
An L?
So lost in, put the L in. And it probably should I couldn't really do
extra,
losing.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but it's a W or it's an L. Am I
okay.
To forward,
so then you add the L back in that got lost.
Add the L in.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
and
Lost Star. Yes. Okay.
So it is Mullen. So cheesecloth, Muslim or muslin. Get rid of the S. Add in an L. You got Mullen.
Amazing.
Well done. Well done.
See, and then I was going for a star. I was like, North Star, Polaris. And I was like, how did I lose the Eris if it's just Pole? whole.
I get put on with it.
Yeah.
Too clever by half of me. Sorry, the star was just the answer.
Now,
I probably
when you start doing the Pictionary ones, I'm going to be right on it. I am like, give me a bottle cap with a little B and a minus. Yeah. I got it.
You ever mess
could have done without the star. But then, like, lost in, it just, or in lost or in lose, it just made the sentence a bit weird. So I thought I'd add star at the end, just well, there's your answer. There's your.
No, it was good.
It is. So
it was good. It was good. And SJ solved it. Technically, SJ solved it.
SJ got it right. Yeah.
SJ, what did you win?
It was an easy one. So in the end, it was an easy one. That was good.
Yeah. Well, so anybody that's playing at home, if you guys guessed that. And at home, did nobody again message us with the correct answer? Is that?
I haven't seen anything.
I didn't see anything. No. SJ, did you see anything?
I did not. But no, I didn't. I didn't see. I was gonna. Well, no, my brain went, oh, but this other thing, and then this other thing, and this other thing, and that other thing. And I was like, oh wait, no, we're talking about this. Yeah. Oh, cat.
Yeah.
No, actually, it's a cat.
What I was thinking is you were covering yourself. You're like, did anybody else know? Nobody sent me that, and then I passed it off as my own solving of the answer.
I got a horrid feeling now. I did see one somewhere. Oh,
did you?
I'm probably making that up because I've had life going on.
Simon just say, oh yeah, I totally saw that. Answered it.
I totally saw that.
And then I'll just
got it right.
Yeah. Oh, it's that person that has Wrexham in their profile, in their biography. I see. Yeah, that person. I remember them too.
Yeah, on the social media platform.
Oh, hey, guys. Did
yes.
Anybody look at the table?
SJ did. SJ.
Oh, I haven't had dinner yet.
Oh, I did. I mean, this so good.
Got him.
Yeah, the table is, looks great. I love it when we have a game in hand because I'm like, it's just magic in the pocket waiting to happen. But having, just the three matches that happen, there's only a few people. It doesn't feel so, dangerous, like we'll have to play catch-up or something.
Points in the hand is
it's still
much
early.
Better than extra hands in the bush.
In a bush.
To come,
to come.
I mean, I don't like a lot of hands in my bush, I'll tell you that.
No, but you like the point. The points are always welcome if you got them.
All the points.
And given, the points.
What are we talking
Wrexham
about?
are first on the table.
Yes,
and
we
I'm
are
very excited.
Top of the league. I said we are top of the league.
We are top of the league. Yeah. It's going into week 5. Last season, I think, we mentioned it before, but last season was rough. And even if this is a false sense of security, it feels better than what it felt like last season. So I'll take it. Yeah. Birmingham, who we are playing this week, Birmingham are 4th in the table, but, it's really the whole top of the table is kind of, packed in there. So they have 3 wins, 1 draw. So they've got 10 points. Their goal difference is +3. They've got 8, 4, and 5 against. And because, I'm sorry. Wrexham have 4 wins and 1 draw. And then
half underwear, 1 draw.
Yes, 1 draw. And then goal difference for Wrexham is +7 because we have 11 for and only 2 against. And 8?
9.
What?
9. 2 more than 7. 7 plus 2.
2 more than
9.
7. You're right. That
You're looking
7...
at second place.
No.
Oof.
Actually, I'm looking at a poorly written number.
I'm looking
9.
at second place. I'm looking at Stockport in second place rather than us in second. I'm looking at us in first with 9 and Stockport in second with 7, which is where I thought you got the 7. Because it's Stockport in second and us in first.
So...
Wait, where's Stockport again? Simon, I missed it. Where is Stockport?
Not first.
Ooh,
Second.
not first
Second.
this week.
Second.
Weird.
Not first this week.
And who's in first?
That would be Wrexham.
But not Stockport. But it's not Stockport.
Ran, can you guess what position Shrewsbury are in, apart
Ooh.
from a deep hole?
I would say
that
last
was their
week.
Position.
Damn. We mentioned the black hole in the event horizon as their players' bodies were spaghettifying into the eternal time run out, because time, as you know it, will stop and stand still when you're on the event horizon. I would say that nearly all of Shrewsbury is in the relegation event horizon at the current moment, and good riddance. Good riddance to every last one of you.
Oh, I know. So
none of them will watch this, so it doesn't matter.
Alfie May, their number 9, he's their top scorer. He's got 4 appearances and 4 goals and an assist. So, he's their guy. Their keeper, who has played the 4 league appearances, Bailey Peacock Farrell, has no clean sheets. No clean sheets.
Oh, yeah.
I was listening to the Fearless lads earlier today, and they had a Brum guy on, and he was decidedly unhappy with the Peacock man, and he'd made a couple of big errors to actually get them goals, a bit like that Marriott goal. That was a huge keeper mistake.
Beautiful.
But you got to take advantage of those opportunities when they arise, and Marriott certainly did. But they've for a good team, and they are getting the points, but to only have that goal difference of 3, they are leaking. And to have, it is good to have that one striker, no doubt about it. The flip side of that is you shut down Alfie May, you shut down Birmingham.
Yes.
So I think,
and I'm okay with that. I'm fine
yeah.
Because on the EFL Fantasy League, I've already chosen Alfie May too many times, and he's locked out for the rest of the season, so I can't pick him anymore. So if he gets shut down past this, I don't care. It doesn't benefit me anymore. So
I'll make him my captain. That'll guarantee he'll get an injury in the first minute and not play any longer. Because I had who was it? Some keeper last week who copped a red card and got sent off and cost me negative.
It was
points.
you. It was you. Yeah, but you're still doing good. You're like 2nd or 3rd in the league, Simon. So you've cracked that 200 spot. So I think I'm still
disparaging. But one-person league's not the biggest.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that with their keeper having his, leakiness, Sir leaks a lot. His last
ad for male diapers.
Yeah, not peacock, but leakcock.
Maybe his peacock does leak a lot. He only had 66% save rate last year for all of his matches last year.
A lot of dead lives.
The problem might be they spent some of that $25 billion that they spent this year was on keepers, so they may well dump him and bring in another keeper this week.
They have 2 other keepers on their roster or whatever. So, but I don't know. We'll see. So that's my hope, is that if they only have one guy that is scoring primarily. I mean, that's weird because, of our 11 goals, we have a variety of people that have taken them. But they have so few that it's hard to know who else would score if we shut this guy down. However, with their keeper being, underwater, hopefully then we will have, for all of our people that like to score, plenty of opportunities for a wide open goal. That is my summary of the table. Ta-da!
I love it. I love it, SJ. If I get to make any type of higher up decisions on this pod, it's going to be that you permanently replace Simon in all things. That means also you have to move down under. And
then Simon's side of the bed as well. So.
Yeah.
I know. And my new wife, Kat, is going to be so happy.
Well, I however you guys work out the details
how much
is.
Snore?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You might have to turn your snoring up.
I might, yeah.
Kat's like, I can't sleep, SJ. Can you put on a recording of Simon snoring, please? I can't get to bed.
Oh, no.
Well, I guess I should cover the Crest and Badge. I don't know much, is what I'm going to lead with. And I've been saying this all season. But, so we have Salford on Tuesday. You know, that's going to happen either before or after this pod gets released out. So I'm not going to talk any bit about their Crest and their Badge. We did last season. We covered them.
Watch the episode.
It's only the Banana Cup, is it? Was it the Bristol Street Motors Come and Get It Trophy Cup thing?
Come and get it. Come and get it. Last call for supper. Come and get it. Trophy. Well, so let's focus on Birmingham. We'll start with a little bit of their etymology. The name Birmingham comes from the Old English Bormingham, meaning the home or settlement, surprise, of the Borimgas, a tribe or clan whose name literally means Borum's people. So that is, again, we're adding a ham, a shur, a bury, onto the end of things, just copy and paste. I'm not saying that we are to the unoriginal, but SJ pointed out before this started that maybe I'm getting bored and that my boredom is showing on the podcast of the lack of historical background of towns and cities with the names. Hello, Kat. How are you doing? Oh, I hope they got it. I hope they saw Little Winston-Salem before. Before they left.
He hates being picked up, but he's always like, "What are you doing up there?" And then I pick him up, and he's like, "Let me down."
Yeah, he's like, "I'm not Simba. Put me down, Mufasa. This is not my pride land." So Birmingham City's Crest and Badge does not feature a feline, or like SJ just had in her hands, or like the 20 other Crest and Badge that we've passed up to this point. There is no royalty mention of lions on here. You have what looks to be the world, and also another circle that looks to be a beach volleyball. So I assume that the influence is from Brazil, and this just hints to the love and appreciation of the city of Birmingham for the Brazilian beach football culture. So hats off to them. It looks like it's wrapped within the participation pendant that you would get for entering any type of football event. They're like, well, maybe you don't get a trophy, but you can wear one of these around your footballs. And it's pretty basic, but Simon did have some information. Yeah, go ahead, SJ.
Oh, I found out while I was like trying to look at other stuff. They redid their badge, like had a fan voting event competition thing.
Those always work out great. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they chose. Bodie McBoatface. That's what they chose.
Bodie McBoatface. Oh, so good.
I know, epic. I love it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was their fan voted, chosen stacked balls world.
Stacked balls, stack wrap balls. All two of them. So I guess Birmingham was also known as old white balls sack. The city.
I imagine there are a lot of them there.
No, it's a family show.
They're none of the blues, so it'd be
well, there was an arm that was protruding from the crown atop a crest for Birmingham.
Birmingham City crest, the Birmingham City crest itself rather than the club.
Yeah, and so that was their original crest for the club. They went away from it, and there's the hand with the axe or hammer, whatever it is that's protruding out the top of that. Yeah, that's it probably means something, but it looks like there's a farmer next to them, or a blacksmith. It's a blacksmith's hammer.
It's a blacksmith.
It's a smitty.
Yeah. Okay.
For industry.
So that has like a cool symbolism and story to it. Yeah, and it's this is one of those single industry towns.
You've heard of the steam train, yeah?
No.
Okay.
Tell me more. I'm on the edge of my
Is that something that happens in the shower?
Who's on first? Who's on second on who's on first?
That's definitely in the shower.
Moving on past, we'll
What's?
leave that stationary. Who's on second and who's on first?
What?
And he invented the steam train in Birmingham.
Really?
James Watt. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And hence we have Watt as a term of power because of Jimmy Watt. So that's my...
Oh, like W-A-T-T?
I assume so.
That?
What?
W-A-T-T?
W-A-T-T?
Yeah.
Could we talk about W for a second in the English language? When did people just get lazy and they're like, here's a name for every letter, but that one, fuck, I don't know, man. It looks like two U's? Double W? Should we have its own word for it? I don't know.
If you said 2U, it would be a shorter sound than a double U.
Yeah, a W.
Like a three. I think.
How did we let that happen?
The only letter that's 3 consonants long.
Yeah. Well, and in a segue with W's, okay.
So having quickly looked up the history of the letter W, so
Yeah.
the Anglo-Saxons called it wen or ven. I'll go with wen. I don't know the pronunciation. But then the Normans came in and they needed a letter, and they used their 2 U's to symbolise this, which hence where the W came from.
Oh,
so we blame the Normans for W.
The Normans,
It was originally called the letter ven or wen, and then it was changed by the Normans.
Oh, we could have stayed there.
Yeah.
The letter win.
In Normandy.
Yeah, because a W, a win, that would have just always worked.
Yeah.
Oh, so I have 2 town stadium football-y interesting things.
Okay, yeah.
One.
I love all of that, and I love the energy.
So, one thing I think that probably a lot of people besides us dumb Americans, I speak for yourselves, that probably know is that Birmingham City, they play at St. Andrew's Stadium. It's their second stadium. And they played at this little whatever place, and it was getting overrun. And this is like in the late 1800s. So, forever ago. But Aston Villa and Birmingham, they were having rivalries because they're like next to each other. And the grounds just weren't suitable to contain the, clashes of fans and stuff. So they bought St. Andrews, the land. The issue, there was a couple of problems. One, it was alternately labeled as unwanted bogland. So they were like, that's perfect. The problem is that it actually was a place that the Romani who, a little aside, gypsy is a slur, and it's not something that is seen as nice to say at all about the Roma people or Romani people. And so there is Birmingham Stadium, St. Andrews, has a gypsy, which is a bad word, curse on it, because they used the area, the Romani used the area to camp in, and as one of their stopover stops, and word has it, there was an elderly lady that lived there all the time, and Birmingham, at the time, they were called the Heathens, I believe, and they were like, we want that, you have to go. And she was like, fuck you, you're cursed for 100 years, and you will know more losses than wins, is the vague
Is that
story.
why apparently you don't take your car to there as a visitor, because it just gets stripped for parts? It's well known.
I mean,
don't park around the Birmingham Stadium or St Andrews Stadium. You will not have a car left.
That maybe just speaks to their class of fans rather than a curse. But
what I really love about that the most is that when the team's doing bad, it could have been no fault of their own. It still had to be one of the Romani's from the past. They're like, no, it's them. It's their fault still.
It's
They're
not
still the
us.
fault.
It's not our fault. Yeah,
like 100 years later, they're like, no, it's still because of them. It's still not us. If we could just wash ourselves of this.
Yeah. So they kicked this lady off. They took there was like a bunch of bog land. They did this like town incentive thing to fill in the bog, where they paid people from all over the city to bring their trash to like backfill it into the bogland. So so anyways, that was in 1906 when the curse was placed. And when over the years, one guy, I think it was when a manager, he was like, was told by a clairvoyant the way to cancel out the curse. He went and peed on all the corner flags of the pitch. A clairvoyant told him.
Well, this is still adding up. What else did he have to do? Because that's normal.
Well, the greatest comment I saw on that was somebody was like, yeah, I bet that Aston Villa fan was loving it when he's like, oh, I'll be a clairvoyant. I'll have him go just piss all over his own pitch. And then at one point they had fabric to like redo the dugout seats, and they had a priest sprinkle them with holy water. Some guy had like crucifixes on the corner.
I bet you the Aston Villa fan was happy about that too.
I know. He was like, ooh, grandma's bathwater put to good use. So there's all these things that have been done over the years to supposedly that have needed to counteract this curse. But whether they were successful or not, I don't know. I mean, like the team didn't die. It didn't go out of relegation. It still was plunking along. But in 2000,
just dropped out of the championship at their first time for 30 years in League One. So
I know.
Oh, really?
Well, technically, the curse ended in 2006. So since 2006, all this shit is their own fucking fault. They have no curses to blame it on. And with that said, somebody is going to clip me saying this and then throw it in my face if the results don't go well.
That is disgusting.
That being said,
but an
it's going to be
Aston
fine.
Fan
It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine.
Wait, Simon just quickly went over. So wait, they haven't been out of the Championship League, you said, in 30 years? Did I hear that right? Is that
what they haven't been lower than the Championship. I think, were they in the Prem?
Yeah, they were in the Prem for a little while.
So, yeah, they haven't been as low as First Division for 30 years.
Wow.
So.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So that is...
They're a big boy club. It's a good... going to be a huge match this weekend. I mean, and again, them having spent $28 billion, they're going to need to be winning the league by Christmas. So the expectation is definitely on them, and we go in as underdogs, even though we are top of the league. It's an away match, so we'll be, any point is going to be a great point there. And if we can win it away there, that'll be a big 3 points.
I think this is, if people are like, Shrewsbury is and I'm like, I don't know. I don't think anybody was using them as a marker, whether we were good or not.
No. Shrewsbury was never a marker, just somebody we had to beat.
Yeah, but Birmingham is gonna. I think is the sorting hat is that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. It's gonna start.
The scales of justice, the sifting of the wheat from the chaff from the wheat, maybe is what you might be looking for too. That could certainly happen. And maybe there's a flour mill somewhere along the way we can grind them down into dust and make a nice loaf. And the one last little thing with the curse, they are gonna move stadiums. They bought a new land and they're gonna build some big sports complex thing. And so this thread was like, the curse and it'll officially and blah, 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 blah. And then they announced that because of the development needs of the new grounds, they're actually going to take a bunch of the dirt from the old ground and use it
on the new grounds to help build up the sports complex.
Wow. Okay. All right. That's one way to
I know.
do it.
I was like,
yeah,
that's funny.
I like their thinking how to bring the curse with you. Just bring the whole ground. If we're moving, we'll bring the ground with us.
Yeah.
My curses.
I mean, might as well, if they find some bones, just rebury them over there too. Why stop? Why stop with some of the grounds?
Again, you can't dig in England without finding history. Well, and that's certainly part of it. Certainly that
Richard
part
III.
Given, well, that's relatively recent compared to if we're talking 6th or 7th century for the Anglo-Saxons there. There's been occupation there, and you'll find no doubt there's going to be Iron Age forts and things around that area as well. That's no doubt been inhabited for 2,000-3,000 years at least.
Dang.
Yes.
So when I was looking up my facts from, I didn't see anything about the like kind of relics or antiques or anything like that. But I did write this up. I made this. This is about the city of Birmingham, just for anybody that doesn't know. In a city scarred by industrial decline, a powerful family emerges. Their story unfolds amidst the nitty-gritty backdrop of Birmingham as they navigate the dangerous world of crime. Forging alliances and facing betrayals, they rise and fall is intertwined with the city's own tumultuous history and a mysterious curse that seems to haunt them through their reign. So that was also very much a part of the history of Birmingham and the club, the football club. So if you didn't know, the curse is real. And and hopefully the Shelbys turn out okay in the end.
Okay,
what I hope.
And then I have one last thing about Birmingham Stadium.
Okay, yes.
Did you roll your eyes? Okay. Okay.
Fine.
I know, but
so
I am like really interested in like the pitch, like different pitches, especially after like, you know, 4-screen rovers. We did this whole thing where it was, you know, on the pod where they're like, oh, they use coconut husk shells and they do all this stuff in their pitch and it's all fancy. And then it was all fancy fucked up because it waterlogged and then nobody could play there. But you know, with the pitch struggles at the race course in the National League the first year, it was getting really, you know, chewed up and stuff, and with the ice and whatever. And so there's been this, on top of all the other rumors of all the other possible developments around Wrexham, this like heated pitch and the hybrid pitch and, you know, the different things. So that's something I keep kind of looking at as when I'm like looking at different stadiums we're going to go to. And Birmingham have a hybrid pitch. So they got their new pitch in 2017. It is a SIS grass hybrid. I think SIS is the brand or the company or whatever. Yeah. So I sent you guys a little picture here. You can see that basically they put in a they put down like they dig it out really deep, and then they put down a layer of like some sand, and they put this mesh down, and it has fibers on them, and they're 180 millimeters long, which is like 7 inches basically. And then they put sand on it, and then rake the fibers up so the little things are sticking out.
Horrendous.
Oh, it gets worse. And then they put seed on it, and then the seed and the fibers bind together. And then the idea is that it the sand, because the sand's heavy, it helps keep things in place. I'm not making any sense. I'm going to cut and just say that it helps, so it makes the grass, so it grows, and it has longevity for like the length of it, and it can be torn up more and played on more heavily, and it's more resilient. So and then I showed you that other picture. You can just see that it basically, what it creates, this is on Birmingham's pitch. This is like the company showing how the thing worked. But I just thought it was cool because you're like, oh, it's actually real grass. There's this little layer of mesh plastic in there that helps keep the roots in place. So if there's a hard tackle, instead of giving a big chunk that takes taken out of it, it's more likely to stay in place and do less permanent damage. That's what I'm trying to articulate.
We were meant to be getting something similar.
Yes.
Wow.
So whether that now happens next year, I think is the current thinking. We'll be looking at a similar pitch for next year.
Wow.
So
and do you think that a town like Shrewsbury would put one of these in their stadium? Like, because that's a lot of work just to lose. I would think. Too soon?
Well,
Too soon.
But
Too soon.
you can drive your tractor on it. So that's
Yeah.
You could.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dual purpose.
But, so here's the thing that when I was looking into this, is that this type of pitch, it's good for 7 to 10 years. So I don't know how long normal pitches, like if they get, because race course, they like took it out down to dirt and reseeded it a couple of times. I don't know how often that's like common. That's a thing to do regularly, but these pitches, it's every 8 to 10 years you have to redo the whole thing. So I thought there would be a lot more longevity on it, but there's actually a lot of maintenance involved, because the like little thread things have to pop up through the sand perfectly and do all this stuff. Every year they basically strip it down to get rid of the organic buildup. They do yearly maintenance to remove the organic buildup, and so it's a lot of work. It's still it's pretty cost heavy. It's very water heavy. There's some microplastics, maybe kind of not greatness to it, but it gives a great playing service for an entire season. So depends what your priorities are in that lineup there.
Completely worth it. Yeah.
And if it keeps Elliot Lee's groin happy, then I'm happy.
Family show.
Family show.
Quick fact, historical fact here. Before the gears and mechanisms were made for watches, people used to just walk around with Elliot Lee and have him lay on the ground to tell what time it was.
Little Elliot Lee in your pocket.
I'm just gonna pop up one of his goal celebration pictures.
Or the picture from the Speedo picture, the bath. He wasn't in Speedos, was he? The underwear picture that he was getting out.
The ice bath.
The ice bath. That was it. Thank you.
I mean, I could put that one up if that's your favorite.
Dealer's choice. So Simon, tell me about these mascots. These.
Oh, it's another lion, isn't it? No, it's not a lion. It's not a lion. Oh, for the first time, it's
ugly
not
lion.
a lion.
It's not a lion.
It's a
yes,
dog.
thank you.
It's a dog with a funny. It's a big yellow dog, which is cool. Okay, it's a yellow dog.
Yeah.
But it's got a funny little underbite thing going on. So I'm not sure if it's one of these dogs that's been bred and it doesn't have a snout properly. Can't breathe. Like the French bulldog, whatnot, that we did breeding these death trap dogs. Because they're just not meant to be like that. So this may actually be an endangered species. Is what I'm thinking here. I don't know if it can breed with those upper jaws like that, but I certainly know it is going to get torn a new one by Rex.
Oof. Can I translate?
He's got a little thumbs up and he's got little paws, and put the photos up. They're just so funny.
I know, it's so cute. So cute.
Yeah, it's a little cute little doggy puppy thing, but it's no match for Rex.
No.
Sorry, little.
No, he's going to stop that line of inbreeding
the
right
drummer.
there.
I didn't mean to have his name up there.
The
drummer, was it? So hopefully there's no one that is named after. It doesn't say that there is.
So there's.
So yes, it's a dog. It's a funny looking dog.
I know.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, so it's a dog.
You are in trouble.
It's a dog. Yeah.
It's
Birmingham.
a lion. It's a lion, but I bet you it's Salford. Oh, I didn't even look at Salford.
Salford's a lion.
About Salford.
Salford's a lion.
There we go. We got a lion. So.
Yeah, because aren't they related to the Manchester people, and then they have isn't
Billy
that
lion.
Their lights, their stadium lights is the lion head. Okay. I watch our episodes.
It's the shape of it, yeah. And it's also that
we do have a lion.
That one it's extinct, the lion that they base theirs off of.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Something with a B. It was also something with a B, something lion.
Billy, Billy, and there was the other one the other day. There's just a lot of lions, and Rex is putting them all to the sword. But he's had enough of lion meat. He's on to dog meat for a week. Just do his insides.
Well, Tuesday he might get some on Tuesday before Monday.
Tuesday for the hors d'oeuvres.
Those hors d'oeuvres.
Because that's only Tuesday is going to be the seconds match. Yeah, we won't see McLean. We will see Mullen. You'd hope to see Rahl. We'll see Revan. We'll see Scar and Brunt. Maybe more of Jones. I'd imagine there's going to be a fair number of changes. And who's the backup keeper now? Is it Burton?
Yeah.
What's that guy's name? Yeah, the one we got from wherever it was we got him from.
Yeah,
to
Burton.
replace McNicholas. I'd imagine he'd be playing rather than Arthur.
So I mean that would I would hope so. From what I could tell with my not really knowing anything about football, but he seemed like when I was trying to check him out and see Burton for when we signed him, he seems like a pretty decent keeper, and Conquest's so great. Unfortunately you can't have two keepers on the pitch. I wonder if there's a rule. I wonder if there's a rule that you can't.
Well, you only allowed one player as the designated. You could have them both on, but only one's allowed to wear the gloves.
Or can they both wear the gloves, but only one can touch the ball?
One glove each. Maybe
one's just running around.
Well, doesn't your uniform have to match? Like all of the position players, like the other ones, isn't there like a rule that they? So that like they couldn't just wear the keeper.
This is a case for Mark Griffiths. So there's a buzz on my intercom.
Because wasn't there like a game where somebody came out, right, and they had to wear somebody else's, their kit got ripped, and so they had to go and wear another kit with but because it had to match, or they couldn't go back on the field, on the pitch.
Is this all of sports or Wrexham specific?
No, specifically, yeah. I mean, it's happened in multiple sports before. It's happened in football before, for sure.
I don't remember.
Yeah. But I think, like, specifically EFL, if not all football, there is, like, a code for the uniform that the position players have to.
I still want two of them in there.
Yeah, there it is. So, speaking of health, we are going to follow up our campaign with little Kita May. And our charity of the week, we are doing the crowdfunding Just Giving for Kita May Andrews, with the update of currently right now, the goal of £25,000 is at 19,963. So getting there. If you remember last week, it was 17,000. So now it's nearly £20,000. Getting closer, getting there. And just for people to, everybody that out there that's contributing, it's still going on. They're still looking for that £25,000 to help. The money raised on Just Giving is used to help the family of Kita May Andrews, who has been diagnosed with a rare type of brain cancer at just 14 months old. The family has incurred significant medical expenses, time away from work, and general living costs during this difficult time. They are considering potential treatments abroad if they're not getting the proper treatment at home in the UK. So that's going to incur significant costs as well. So if you can donate, you can go to the Just Giving page that's in the description. And this will be our third week, and we'll keep going until little Kita May Andrews has that £25,000 to help out. I can't even imagine how hard it is for her and the family.
And I actually messaged over with her grandma and got just a little update. And that she says she is they're at 80% after just 4 or 5 weeks of fundraising, so that's great. But Kita's getting chemo twice a month for the next 6 months. And then so they're kind of in a little bit of holding pattern right now, I think, I wouldn't say that. I don't know if they're in a holding pattern. That's the limited amount of information I know. That's their treatment plan currently. But it just takes a toll on a little kiddo like that, and the family, and chemo is it's not just hard on the person who's getting the chemo. It's like really difficult for caregivers and the whole family to navigate going through that. And it does impact time, work loss and stuff like that. So if anybody can donate anything, that whole like cup of coffee, but it's true, just throw in a couple pounds here and there.
Too bad.
Given American coffee too, I've heard bad things about American coffee, so you may as well forget the coffee, just put it straight on the Kudamay.
I think it's wherever country you don't live in, the other countries have bad coffee, according to.
No, mate.
But I don't like our coffee either.
I'm from Melbourne, mate. No. We imported the proper Italians to teach us how to make the coffee, dude. We got it down pat. So Australian coffee culture and Melbourne coffee culture, we're exporting that to the world.
Comment of the week is just, wow. So it's not just me then? And that would just be from, all the iFollow fallout from, it's getting pretty bad. It's getting pretty bad.
Yes.
And then it just is really last week. I will say, sliver of, I guess, appreciation that it's not just Wrexham that's fucking it up, that it's actually iFollow and the EFL. I think that there is, sometimes there's only so much I can hear the saying we're working on it thing before I start to think you don't really care. And then, it is a little reassuring, I guess, that Wrexham actually don't have the ability to do it. So now I can pass my anger along and not feel guilty about being mad at Wrexham.
We're mad at iFollow and I'm mad a little bit at Paramount because I rejoined bloody Paramount because all the Americans were saying, "Oh, it's on Paramount." I put my money in. They said, "Yeah, only in America, mate." I said, "What?"
Cancel.
I couldn't VPN and blah blah. But instead, I had a great buddy help me out, so that was really nice by showing me the stream illegally. But we won't mention that at all. Who did that? So that was really nice. Thank you for that. So come that 55-minute, we're able to go on to iFollow, but you pay your money, you want something back, don't you? It's been 3 or 4 weeks of crap coverage. The comms cutting in and out and things, so the equipment they've been given just not, whatever it is they're trying to do. Come on, iFollow, pull your finger out. I've been on the end of people, I've been on the other end of what you're saying, SJ. I'm the one who's saying we are working on it, and maybe it didn't get up the line quick enough. Maybe they just don't have the staff. iFollow didn't know that it was going on because I was certainly complaining to Wrexham and not to iFollow, which was the wrong thing to do in the end. But it's not a good look. And of course, Wrexham are probably 90% of iFollow's customer base, especially on that weekend, given that no one was playing. It's like, what are you doing?
But I did see that, like, the Charlton match, like, Charlton fans were having the same issue.
Everyone, it was an iFollow issue, not a Wrexham issue.
But, that's why I was like, so it's not just me then? That's why I was like, that's the comment of the week, right? It's not just me then? Yeah, it's all of iFollow is failing.
And when you wake up, I wake up at 11 and you try to set it up, and I knew there were going to be issues, so you're getting ready to try and set it up, and then, no, can't do that, go back to, and so it was an annoying way to watch the first half of the game, or the first 20 minutes until somebody set up the stream that I was able to look at,
Yeah.
Thank you for that random person.
Yeah, whoever that was, like, first off, you belong in jail. Second off, I am going to be the one that puts you there, whoever you are, that person that helped out. I do want to clarify one thing for the people watching at home that felt the anger and vitriol from Simon as he said Australia has the best coffee. I wanted to name off
you're still stuck on the coffee thing?
The top eight. I'm leaving the other two off of the list for a particular reason. But the top 8 coffees of the world, number 8 is Hawaii, which I believe is in the United States. But one thing I don't see between 7 and 1
because we stole it.
I don't see Australia in there.
But you're talking coffee producers, yeah? You're like coffee bean producers. So I'm not
that's
talking
the coffee.
That.
That's the coffee.
No. I'm talking. That's what you do with the bean. That's what counts. We're starting.
It's a family show, Simon.
Now that the climate's changing, we actually are growing a little bit of coffee. Apparently, the last time we imported coffee trees here, we bought the big ones, and they got to like 25 meters, and you can't do anything with them. So
geez.
We're now going to buy the little ones that you can actually harvest. And grow our own. We certainly do not produce coffee, but we make the best coffee. With the beans that get made, we pick them the best, we roast them, we do whatever, and then we make you the best actual cup of coffee. That's what I'm talking about. Barista boys. They're all, any good barista boy or girl, they're Australian. Because we know how to make a coffee. We know how to serve a coffee. So I'm not talking growing your coffee beans. So you can keep your coffee bean growing, which is good. Someone needs to grow the cocoa. Someone needs to, grow the beans. We'll cook the beans and drink the beans.
Exactly. Yeah. I was on board with you because I do think it is the best.
Coffee culture, mate. Like I said, we love our coffee culture here.
I hate coffee.
And to add to that, gross. I really love your Kopi Luwak. That coffee that you guys make there. That one where that is digested partially by a palm civet and then excreted.
No, that's not a thing. Somebody may do that, but no, our local corner shop, or local cafe does a great coffee. Everybody's local cafe pretty much does a great coffee.
Sarah's like,
especially in Melbourne.
She's like, have you been around Oregon or Washington? Like that. Coffee is no joke.
The whole Starbucks. I mean, I was a barista for a while. I don't drink coffee.
Starbucks didn't work in Australia. Starbucks didn't work down under. Starbucks is not a thing that multinational. They came here. They spent billions trying to set the thing up, and we just said, no, mate, we got good coffee. We're good. And so
but then how do you explain Subway doing so well in Australia? What are we talking about right now, guys?
Yeah.
I don't know. You're just really stuck on this coffee thing.
You just don't want to get to Cryptik's Corner. I know.
I know. Weird.
Actually, you got
last
week.
Guess what?
Yeah.
You're mad and I'm not. No.
I heard it's time for Cryptik's Corner's Clue.
Cryptic, what do we have this week?
Last week was so long. I didn't want to give you two long ones in a row because I thought
KO.
So this one's going to be a little short one. Nuts off.
Nuts off?
Nuts off.
Nuts off. Oof.
That's it.
NUTSOFF.
Okay.
F. Yeah. Nuts off.
Wow.
Okay.
That's all I'll say on that front.
Wow.
That's all that needs to be said.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wow.
Okay.
I have no guesses at all.
Well, I know it's not Lee. We'll say that.
How do you know it's not Lee?
I mean, because you can tell he's got some nuts.
That man is 80% nut.
Didn't you see his goal picture? So his gift that they made with the goal picture, and he's got his
old
man waistband thing.
No.
His celebration picture, yeah,
his celebration one. Amy posted, Amy Davies that captured the video, posted the when they were making it, little behind the scenes. Man, he's got that thing, his shorts hiked up so far. He's got little soft boil hammock going on for a giant moose knuckle in the middle there. So, yeah, and so now when I see the GIF, when him turning around, it cuts off right before the bottom of the knuckle. Jeez. So I was oh, he's so dorky. He's so fun.
Oh, Big Balls McGlee.
Yeah.
Man.
So
so he's walking around with those water chestnuts, huh? Well, they could be chestnuts. Off. Chestnuts off. Over an open fire. Fire. Dragon.
Yeah.
Just capitalize the end so that it's a proper little sentence. Just 2 words, 1 sentence. Nuts off.
Nuts off.
Full stop.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Well, I'm going to take that note and try to figure that out before I go to bed tonight.
I have a shout out.
Ooh.
I have a shout out to Vicente. Vicente asked for stickers 3 different ways, 2 weeks in a row. And so, thanks for being persistent. So he asked for stickers in a post on a comment, and I was like, yeah. And that's the one I tried to reply, message me, and it kept deleting it. So I was like, email the pod or message me on Twitter. Well, he didn't message me, but he emailed the pod. But apparently, somebody is slacking on checking the email for sticker requests. I don't know who that is. I think it's the cat's fault.
Whoa, dang.
Cat's fault.
Leave SJ alone, for the love of God.
So, but then he also very politely, and I mean like polite the whole time, he also asked again on Twitter and threw it out. And I want to say, I'm so sorry, Vincent. I think Vincente sounds so fun. Anyways, I
believe it is Vincente is the name that's on there. But you know what? In our Anglified world, hey Vinny, how you doing? How you doing, Vinny?
How they hanging, Vinny? How they hanging?
I got a deluxe sticker package coming out.
Ooh,
yeah.
A deluxe.
I'm gonna give him the especial.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so if anybody wants to be pen pals, that leads me to pen pals. If anybody wants to be pen pals, just message me on Twitter. Repost the episode on X would be awesome. But you don't even have to do that. Just message me on Twitter and let me know that you want stickers, and I will mail you some stickers because they're fun, and pen pals are awesome. And I got a thank you card. I don't know if you can see it. I got a thank you card over there. Somebody sent me telling me thank you for stickers, and they're like, it was so fun to get real mail. So
who was that?
Yeah.
Who was that? That sounds so cool.
You're keeping the postie in a job. Good on you. Yeah. Oh, I forgot where I was going.
Stickers. Oh, and I noticed in the hot take after the Wrexham match, a little back-to-back sticker on Mr. Mark Griffith's computer at the race course, and I was like, I made it! I'm famous! I stole a sticker. I stole it off of Wrexham's Twitter and made a sticker and then sent it over there, and then it ended up on the thing, and then yeah.
But you need Laszlo to sit on it and lick it to really make it.
I don't need Laszlo to do any of things.
Because he sits on the flag. Didn't he sit on the flag that Sherry and myself and Mars made? And
I
loves
hit my
the flag.
elbow.
So
I hit my elbow so hard.
next week's medical minute will be the funny bone. And
Oh my God. I'm so clumsy. I was putting my shirt on yesterday, and I guess I didn't judge how stretchy the fabric was, because when I went to put it over my head, I just jabbed my thumb in my chin, and just gouged my thumb into my chin. I was like,
wow.
Yeah. So,
Don't
accident
forget
prone.
Don't forget Spotify to like and rate us on Spotify.
Yeah. Give us a rating.
So can you do comments on Spotify? Is
Yeah.
that cool or no?
I left the
There's-
comments on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can comment for stickers on Spotify too then.
On Spotify, yes.
You can.
So if you're driving to work and you're listening to us on Spotify, just take your phone off of that handheld mount. Go ahead and type in. Find the comment
Turn
section.
auto drive on.
Yeah. Don't pull over. Just
Post
continue
your
going.
address on Spotify.
Yeah.
Put in your credit card details and we'll send you stickers.
Yeah. No. But yeah, sticker requests and sticker requests. And Final Fivers. Emoji. Final Fiver emoji challenge. What do we got?
Ooh. So what did we talk about the most that was the worst? Coffee.
I was thinking nuts, but yeah.
Oh.
Bananas.
Oh. Oh, nuts and coffee. There used to be that thing called Caro that was made from a nut that was caffeine free, that is just like some horrible nut water. It said, so nuts and coffee.
Nuts and coffee. Nut water. I'm not a fan.
If we can market nut water, we might be rich. Everybody, have you had some of Carl's nut water?
I
think there are industries for that, Ran.
It's so weird, but my mouth is pregnant. Nut milk. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
like
milk's
almond
different.
milk. It's not milk. You're not milking an almond, are you? You know, you're just
It's hard.
the shit out of a nut.
You could do it.
You know.
It's not easy.
You're still
Get right on the
squeezing
tip
it
of
out.
those little. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so Up the town?
Up the
Up the town. Up the town.
All right, up the town.
Up the top of the league. Damn.
Up the top,
Up the top of the league town.
And SJ, what can they do?
Oh, they can like and subscribe and watch this video. I think I was doing it backwards last week.